Hey, what's up everyone? How you doing? It's UV Zoomy with another video. Today we're going to be going over colors and how we can use CSS to apply different colors to our background and other objects within our website. And as you can tell, I finally finished up all the learning topics on flashcards for part 2. And actually I can show you what the project's going to look like for part 2. I'm going to make a video on it tomorrow because it'd probably take me a couple hours to complete it, honestly. But on part 2, basically this is where, if you remember from the other video I made, the website was just text with the title being "What is the capital of?" and I had 9 different countries. Well, now we're taking that text and making it look more pretty or colorful, adding flashcards and basically adding a lot of colors to our website. Now if this thing would load, and while this thing is loading, I'm going to go ahead and cover some basics over what I've been learning so far on Hyperskill. So I know the Coding Bootcamp covers a lot about JavaScript, but before we get to JavaScript we need to build up upon HTML and CSS. That's why you don't see me coding a lot with JavaScript yet. With these learning topics and these projects, is because they're teaching me the basics right now with HTML and CSS. And once I get the basics down with HTML and CSS, that's when I get into JavaScript. Because once I get into JavaScript, that's where it gets more complicated. But as you can see here, this is the first learning topic, basically called colors. It shows you what an ugly website would look like right here. Obviously, that's pretty ugly. Here's another one with the orange and blue. They say a lot of companies get caught up in this corporate identity and they try to base their company colors and place it on their website, and there's a lot of times where companies screw up their website because they think their colors are so important that they want to apply to the website, not realizing that the user experience for the website drops dramatically because of that, because the colors don't blend in well. So another cool thing that I learned while doing this topic is they have a website called Coolers or Colors.co. I don't even know how to say that. But basically what this website is it shows you different color palettes that are popular or that are trending right now, used amongst a lot of different websites right now. So right here I can click Explore Trending Palettes. And you can see, and it gives you the number of times people have saved a certain palette, and these are all the different color combinations people have used for their websites, which is pretty dope, I think. Obviously Instagram has been using this as well. You can kind of tell what the different color schemes being offered here, which is pretty dope. Another one is so supposedly there's this ADA compliance level. What this does is it measures the readability for users of the colors that you're using. So that I saw that, or that's something I learned. And basically the website is right here. Here's a problem in regards to the ADA compliance level. It basically tells you, it says, hey, out of these 2 different sets of colors, which one is more readable for the user? And what you would do is you'd go to the website right here and you enter these color codes. So I can do that right now. You can enter the color codes down here. This is the first one. I'm going to add the hex. So that's the first color code. This is the second one. Oh, it didn't add hex. Get started. So it's telling me based on the different coloring schemes that I've added, if we have blue as the background but pink as the text, it's giving me a rating of 2.19, which if you look to the left here, it says does not pass for readability for user experience. And then the same thing goes for pink background, blue text. Same thing, 2.19 does not pass. So now let's apply the other one they offered us, which is basically light blue and a little darker blue. So I'm going to copy and paste those into the website. Let's start over down here. I'm gonna add the first one. Oops, that is wrong. That is not right. That's weird. It's not working now. Let's see. I don't know why that's doing that. I gotta fix this thing real quick. Alright, I'm just gonna reopen the website. Alright, here we go. So this is the first one. It's that blue color that we saw in the problem. This is the same light blue from the previous one. Add this guy. Alright, add the hex. Now it's gonna measure it. So if we look at it, if we have the light blue background with the dark blue text, it gives us a score of 4.3, which is AA18. If we look over here, it says pass, large text only, and then same thing over here, 4.3. However, it's switched. It says pass but large text only. So I'm assuming that they're basically saying if you're gonna utilize, yeah, that's basically what it's saying is if you're gonna utilize these color combinations, only use large text. I'm gonna do a red and blue and see what that does for us. Let me start over. I'm just gonna literally type in red, blue. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I don't know why it does that. It's so weird. Oh, there we go. So I typed in red. I'm gonna type in blue. Blue. Add hex. It's not doing it. Here's the blue right here. There we go. Alright. Oh well, look at that. I thought red and blue, they're always going together in the real world, but if you look on the website, if I try to do this color combination with my website, it says it does not pass for readability. Only gives me a score of 1.84, which sucks if you wanted to use the colors red and blue. Alright, so moving forward, this is the project that I'm going to be working on tomorrow. I'm going to make a video about it. But on the previous guy, I'll get that guy loaded in the background. Basically, my website, it literally only had text. It said, what is the capital of, like right here, and it had the 9 different countries listed. It did not have all this other fancy stuff. So now part 2 of the project, that's when I start adding the fancy stuff. As you can see right here, it wants me to add the little square tiles for the cards, and as well as the background here. And then for the title, it wants me to put it in like an oval shape. In the background, it wants it squared as well. So this is where I'm going to start making it pretty. But yeah, here's the code for the first part of the project. And if I check it, let me see what happens if I check it. It's going to populate just really quick, so you're going to have to catch it right here. Let's see right there on the left. It just says, what is the capital of, and gives me 9 different countries. It does not look pretty at all. But tomorrow is when I'm going to start making it look real beautiful and stuff, so that's going to be pretty exciting. So if we go down to the next reading topic, RGB, or actually, yeah, RGB. This basically teaches about the idea of RGB, or red, green, blue. So the basic idea is the colors red, green, and blue, based on the different, lightness and darkness of each color, that produces all the colors that we know of as of today. And I think using that RGB, or red, green, blue model, it says it produces I think over 16 million different colors, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, basically with I think it's CSS, is it? Yeah, so in CSS you can basically apply these different coding schemes right here. You can put RGB, and then you put your open brackets, and then put your values for like 0 on red, 0 on green, or 0 on blue, and then close the bracket, and then it'll give you your color. And that is white. No, that's black. But yeah, you can mess around with it. Your max value for each of one of each of the colors is 255. So as you can see down here, for if you want a red color, you're going to max out red, but you're going to zero out green and blue. And then, you know, lime blue, same concept. Now, if you want to get a little fancy, there's a color called Old Lace. I've never even heard of that. Your red value is going to be 253, your green value is 245, and your blue value is 230, which is pretty dope. So yeah, and something pretty cool that I learned today is that on your typical printers, they don't go by the red, green, blue value, which is very I mean, that's the universal standard for colors. They go off of a idea called CMYK, and what that stands for is Cyan, can't even say the freaking color, Magneta, I don't know, and yellow. And then the K stands for black, which is the last letter of the word black. And it says right here that since printers use a CMYK color coverage, which is actually way smaller than RGB. RGB offers like 16 million different colors. CMYK only offers, you know, way less than that. So when you're printing out a piece of paper off of a printer, you won't get the full satisfaction of the color that you want, because the color is going to appear a little duller, as it says right here. So yeah, that's something pretty cool that I learned. One more thing before I close this video out. So on CSS, there's a cool background feature called linear gradient. And I know y'all are familiar with this, but if you see this color right here to the right, you see how it goes from red to like a light purplish / bluish color. So that's called linear gradient. And basically what you do right here in this code, I can put like yellow to purple, and that looks pretty dope. So you can add this to the background of your website, or maybe you can add it to a button or certain areas on your website. It doesn't have to be your full background, but I'm definitely going to be utilizing this for one of the websites I want to work on in the future. So linear gradient's a pretty cool tool. One of the projects that I was going over today, it's called Pulsating Heart. We haven't learned animations yet in CSS, but this project already automatically added it. So they didn't want me to add a linear gradient to the background, but I just wanted to do it just for, you know, whatever. So I did red to blue, and if I hit preview, you can see it's red all the way down to blue. And the cool thing about this project is it starts introducing the concept of animation. If you can see here, I didn't even know this, but CSS can add something like a pulsating heart. And if you see, and I don't know, I think that's cool. Really cool. If you look at the CSS code right here, it says animation, and it looks like it has 3 different values. This is what I'm assuming. I didn't learn this yet, but the first value is how you want it to appear, your animation. So they put pulse, so I'm assuming pulsating heart. And then 3S, I'm assuming that means like 3 seconds going in and out with the pulsating effect. And infinite is what I'm assuming is just ongoing. There's no set time of how long this animation is played on your website. So that's pretty dope. Learning colors on CSS is actually pretty fun. Messing around with different colors and how you can go about adding different colors to your website. I didn't even know there was an ADA website. This guy right here that measures a certain score of color combinations that you had. I think that's the coolest thing ever. I'm definitely going to be adding that when I work on my future website. And another thing is this Coolers website, however you say that. I think it's Coolers. How it shows trending palettes and all that. I think that's just so cool. So yeah, that's basically what I've been learning today. There's other things I've been learning too, but I think colors is the best topic I've learned thus far today. So yeah, definitely going to be diving deeper into colors and using the websites that Hyperskill has offered me to my tool belt. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments below about this ADA website. I think it's pretty dope. And what are some color palettes that you would like to see if you were to ever make a website in the future? What color palettes would you use? So with that, I'm going to close this video. I got more cool video ideas coming out in the future. I got 3 subscribers. I'm actually pretty stoked about that. I'm very grateful for the 3 subscribers I've gained in only 3-4 days. So yeah, it's exciting to me. I'm just gonna keep pushing videos out day by day. So if you're looking at this, please subscribe, like the video, because I'm gonna be making a video day by day as I get ready for Space Force coding bootcamp. Peace out, guys.